channel. My name is Shonda, and if you're resonating with the vibe of this channel, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're new, I am delighted that you're here. I appreciate the love that you have shown this channel thus far, and I'm sharing what has come up for me since I've been on my Reiki healing journey. I've become more self aware about how I was showing up in the world, and this led me to explore the topic of abandonment issues, what they are, how do they manifest, and what can be done to heal and overcome these challenges. So let's dive right in. Abandonment issues are a type of trauma that can cause fear, insecurity, and anxiety in relationships. This can stem from various causes, such as losing a parent, caregiver, or a closer relationship, experiencing physical or emotional neglect, witnessing persistent parental conflict or divorce, experiencing abuse or trauma, being cheated on or betrayed by a partner, going through a breakup or divorce, facing a health crisis or disability, losing a job or a source of income, and moving to a new place or changing social circles. These situations can make a person feel insecure, lonely, and helpless, and it may trigger the underlying fear of being abandoned or rejected. Abandonment issues can manifest by affecting the ability to form healthy and satisfying relationships. And some of the symptoms may be, your anxiety, your depression, your isolation, avoiding emotional intimacy and vulnerability, um, settling for unsatisfactory, unhealthy, or abusive relationships and staying in them to avoid being alone, attaching quickly and intensely to a partner and sharing too much personal information too soon, being overly eager to please a partner and giving too much in the relationship, and other ways it can manifest. Now, this list is like extremely long, so bear with me if I repeat some of them again. But you can follow. You're engaging in attention-seeking behavior, like you're flirting with someone to test your partner's loyalty or make them jealous, trouble trusting your partner's intentions, feeling insecure about your relationship, being clingy and needy with your partner, and demanding constant reassurance and attention, needing to control or be controlled by your partner, feeling insecure and anxious about your partner's love and commitment, relying heavily on others for emotional support and validation, engaging in behavior that pushes people away or like sabotages that relationship. You're struggling to trust others due to fear of betrayal or abandonment, always expecting the worst outcome in relationships, believing you're unworthy of love and care, feeling anxious when separated from a loved one, overthinking interactions and fearing rejection, putting relationships on a pedestal and fearing their loss, dreading solitude and feeling incomplete without others. I think I said that before. Um, you're struggling to set healthy boundaries in a relationship, um, and what else? You're doing people pleasing. You avoid being vulnerable to protect against potential hurt in the relationship, and you're unconsciously seeking out situations that replicate past abandonment issues, which is a huge one because that I have. I don't know if I've. Well, I probably did a little bit of that as well. That's a huge one. So pay attention to that. Because just notice, look at your relationships and notice that that has been a pattern. in your relationships, because I can honestly say that I have displayed many characteristics as a coping mechanism for the traumas that I've experienced. One example might be that I stayed and I set up for a marriage when I knew my boundaries were not being respected. And on the opposite, on the flip side, I have been ambiguous regarding my boundaries because of the fear of losing the relationship. It has been a vicious cycle that has had negative effects on my self esteem. So, how do I heal and overcome abandonment issues? Well, first, I have to be honest with myself and acknowledge the issues. For me, Reiki healing has guided me to embrace self awareness, because without knowing myself, I just kept repeating cycles and indulging in behaviors that were not healthy for me. It's not easy to realize that this is how I've been showing up in the world, and that mirror was not easy to look at, but it was needed for my own healing. I created a list of ways I practice healing. I practice self care and self compassion. I take care of my physical, emotional, and mental well being, and by being kind and supportive to myself, especially when I feel insecure or rejected, by doing like meditation, yoga, just practicing breathing, just following the breath. And going forward, I want to communicate openly and honestly with my partner about my feelings, needs, and expectations, and listen to theirs as well. And I want to build trust and intimacy with my partner by spending quality time together, which was always missing in my previous relationships, and sharing my interests and hobbies and learning theirs as well, as well, so we can support each other. Um, and we'll be able to communicate with each other during challenges. Um, and I'm also committing to constantly work on my self-esteem and my confidence, um, by just valuing myself and looking at what I've achieved, my skills, my talents, and just I want to replace that negative self-talk with positivity, because I can get into a downward spiral of negative self-talk. Um, And also, I did want to respect my partner's boundaries, as well as I want him to respect mine. Um, and I don't think we should lose. We don't. I don't want us to lose ourselves, um, within our relationship. I have my boundaries. You have yours. I want you to have your friends. I have my friends. So we can keep that a healthy balance, because we don't have to like everything that our partner likes. Um, and we don't have to participate. Sometimes we need alone times for you to go out with your friends, and vice versa, for me to go out with my friends and do the things I enjoy as well as you do the things you enjoy, but have a mutual respect that we're always going to honor each other, and be faithful, but and be independent within a relation, in a relationship, which is is sort of new for me. And I also I want to say I am like a consistent uh, cheerleader for Reiki healing, because it has been very beneficial in my life, and I have had I have gone to traditional therapy, but I always felt like I needed to do something, that I was not practicing anything. I saw them during that 1 hour, or yeah, it usually was an hour 50 minutes, and I saw them, but I wasn't doing anything else between times but seeing them to really practice anything. So that's why I think Reiki healing, I don't say it should overcome traditional therapy, but it should be viewed as something that's complementary to therapy. So that's why I always consistently advocate for it. Um, and just it's because it's very hugely beneficial. These are all the things that I have been guided to practice from the universe. Yes, it takes effort, bravery, and boldness to practice them. However, I want to heal and continue to shine a light on the issues to overcome them. I hope this has provided some helpful insight, and the meditation has already been posted, which I hope provide an opportunity to just sit with yourself and just observe how some of these abandonment issues play out in your life. If you want to know more about starting your own Reiki healing journey, please go to my website and you can just chat with me, and I'll, we can do all those little things. Um, I have been also guided to start a self care series on my channel, and this series will focus on deep topics like which we just talked about, the abandonment issues, codependency, etc. Each topic will also have a meditation to with it as well. Always check the description box for any links and the reference of the information I shared with you in this video. And remember to love yourself and others. Until next time, bye.